tick node, which I think is actually already created. Yes, it is. Get rid of these. Grab the tick node, and we are going to do continue climb. And this is all we will need in this specific actor. The rest of the work is actually going to be done in the third-person character. The reason I do it that way is because I find it better to do specific things like affecting certain rotations and stuff like that in the character's actor. That way, if it messes up, I can, be angry in the actor instead of in the other actor, which makes sense. Don't judge me. Let's see. Next part is setting up the movement. We will do that. So, we got this part. This is done. Save it. Move on to this. Now in our movement mode, we've actually got some can do stuff and all, which needs to be first. Then we need to do switch on movement mode. And we need to get character movements. Get mode. Move this here. So we want to make sure that our character movement is doing what we want it to in this case. We're going to put that there. Do reroute, and then reroute from there. And let's see. Then we need to do a get up vector. Actually can just come from there. And add movement input. And let's see. Actually, I can do a reroute node here and it'll look nicer, make it easier to read. The only one that is going to get this movement input right now is flying. Everything else I'm just going to plug into the standard input. And this doesn't need to change, which is perfect. Okay, so that's all we have to do for the movement is change that. And what this will do is when we run boom boom run here, it sets the movement mode to flying, so now we can go up and down. That's all we were doing there, which is kind of fun. Simple, if you think of it like a really crappy ladder, that's kind of what that is. But next portion, we're going to set up the can climb first, and then we will set up the other one. So the can climb, this one, save, put this up here, and this is going to take up quite a bit of space, so we're going to do a single line trace by channel. Oh, I'm sorry, first we're going to set original up. That way we have the rotation of the character before he actually starts the spider climb. Capsule, get world rotation. Let me zoom in so you guys can actually see this. I realized I was pretty far out there and it was a bit difficult to read. Let's see. Then we need to get world location. Give this a plus. Going to get forward vector. What we're going to do with the forward vector is we're going to multiply that by a float of 500 or so. I realize it's kind of a large number, but that's what we're going with. Boom. And we're going to, okay, so we're starting at the world location, and then we're ending 500 units in front of the forward vector. That way it shoots kind of outwards and we can see where it hits. Draw debug for duration. That works. Actors to ignore, we don't need to ignore anything. Going to break the hit result. And then I believe it's just set actor rotation, yes. So we're going to set the actor rotation. And this is the part, or one of the parts that I messed up on last time. We want to get the impact normal first. And then we want to make the rotation from ZY. What this node does is it takes two of the three vector values, basically. Z, in this case, whichever one's on top remains fixed, so you don't change that. But the Y can be changed incrementally. And because we don't want the x-axis, we don't want the x value when we're changing this rotation, this is a really useful node to do this. Get actor forward. So, and in here, we want to get the y on the forward vector of the actor, which is our character. Boop. Now let's see if this works. Finalize. So when we run up to here, as you can see, now it doesn't like that we're doing that right now because we're not doing anything with it, and I am stuck in flying mode. Sweet. Let's see, what was the message? Ah, yes, the tick, which is what we're getting to now. There we go. So now we're going to do a single line trace by channel. And much of this should remain the same, except I'm going to get this and then get world location. That's going to be our start point. Then we're going to get the up vector, and we're going to multiply that by negative, say, 250. No, negative 500, because I think it still starts in the center of the in the actor. For duration. Oops. There we go. So that's that. And then we're going to break the hit result. Set actor. See, I think I tried to do a set actor location and set actor rotation and it messed up. So first thing we're going to do is do a branch. If true, we're going to set actor rotation. And this time we're going to use the impact normal, and we're going to make rot from ZX instead of the ZY. Then get actor forward vector, pop that right into there. That's all that's going to be on the true. So as long as we are actually returning a true hit result here with the line trace, it will continue to allow us to move up and down the wall without, and and set the rotation properly. Or it should, theoretically. This is actually where some of the problems come in. Move this. The next part's fun. So what happens when we return false? You'll find out. Set actor rotation. So we are going to set the actor rotation again. We're going to grab this again, but we are going to rinterp 2. Hey Headclot, how you doing? And we are going to get the original up. And then we're going to set this to world delta seconds. And I'm going to set the interp speed to something low, like let's do 0.25 for now. That works. Boop. So it should slowly actually it should rather quickly rotate us back up once we hit the maximum value that we were looking at. Then we're going to run one more line trace by channel. And this gets a little funky. So I'm actually going to give myself a little bit more space. Going to grab the capsule component, drag off of here and do get world location, get forward, times float, and let's see, this goes into a plus. Move that down, move this here. Alright. Sorry, I had uploaded some images to the forums. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did and exactly why. This was like a hour-long project. I just put together something that worked fairly well. Alright, let's see, that's that. Then we're going to do this. Go reroute. And do a vinterp 2. Then let's see, we need to plug this here, this here. Actually, I'll just do this. I will check that out in just a little bit, Headclot. We need target. We're going to go backwards here for a minute. This plugs in here. Actually, that. Then we're going to take this and plug it into a rotate vector. And we're going to take the up rotation and let's give it a moderately small number. Let's go with 100, and we're going to set it up a little bit just to prevent the character from like clipping into the ground or anything like that when it's being set. Over here, let's see, debug for duration, and we're going to set actor relative location. And actually, I don't even need to do that because I can sweep. I keep forgetting about sweep, which is just remarkable. What sweep does is when you run all of this, it traces, and if your character would clip into something, it puts it at the next possible spot that it would not be clipping. So it should, if it's working correctly, push the character upwards instead of allowing it to clip into the ground. That's something that I keep forgetting, and it's remarkable. There we go. So if we set this up right, finalize this, run over here. So we hit this, and as you can see, even this is the part that I said was still kind of buggy, is every once in a while it does, like when you hit the thing, for some reason it sets the character's rotation backwards.